All right, Packers fans and NFL watchers, listen up. The Green Bay Packers are making a crucial move with wide receiver Christian Watson as the 2025 season fast approaches. It's a decision that could shape their offense early on and possibly the entire season. So, what's going on with Watson? How does this impact the Packers' game plan? And what can we expect as the season opener looms? Let's break it all down. Christian Watson, the explosive wideout, known for his speed and size, is currently on the active physically unable to perform list, or PUP list, heading into training camp. This news isn't exactly a shock, but it certainly raises some red flags about whether he'll be ready to suit up for the Packers' season opener against the Detroit Lions on September 7. Watson suffered a torn ACL late last season during Week 18, and while he's making steady progress in rehab, he's only just over 6 months into his recovery. Now, for those who don't know, an ACL tear is no joke. Most players take between 9 to 12 months before they can fully return to game action. That means rushing Watson back for Week 1 would be highly unlikely and risky. The Packers are clearly taking the cautious long-term approach here. Placing Watson on the active PUP list means he won't be participating in training camp, but there's still hope he could be activated before the regular season kicks off. If by the August 26th roster cutdown deadline, Watson isn't medically cleared, the team will have to move him to the reserve PUP list. This move is significant because it means he'd be forced to miss at least the first 4 games of the season. So, why all the fuss about Watson? What makes this move so important for Green Bay? Well, Watson is more than just another wide receiver. His combination of blazing speed and solid frame gives quarterback Jordan Love a major weapon to stretch defenses and open up the field. When Watson is healthy and on the field, defenses have to account for him, which in turn creates opportunities for the other receivers and tight ends. Without him, the Packers' young receiving core will have to step up. We're talking about rookies and second-year players who may suddenly find themselves with bigger roles and more targets. This could be a blessing in disguise for those players to prove themselves. But it also puts more pressure on Jordan Love to distribute the ball effectively. It's worth noting that the Packers haven't completely ruled out Watson for the opener. If his rehab suddenly takes a leap forward during training camp, we might just see him back on the field early. But realistically, the odds are stacked against that happening. The team knows rushing him back too soon could set off setbacks, which could jeopardize not just this season, but potentially his career. The timing here couldn't be more critical. As the Packers gear up for a divisional clash with the Lions, every roster spot counts, and every healthy weapon matters. Watson's status will be one of the biggest storylines to watch during training camp. Now, what does this mean for you as a fan? It means you've got to stay tuned. Watch how the Packers adjust their offense without Watson early on. Keep an eye on the rookies who might get their chance to shine, and pay close attention to any updates on Watson's recovery as the season countdown continues. So here's the bottom line. The Packers are playing the long game with Christian Watson, prioritizing his full recovery over a rushed comeback. This move could delay his return until Week 5 or later, but it's the smart call for a player with his talent and impact potential. If you're a Packers fan, this is a critical moment. It's a test of depth, resilience, and patience, and it's a reminder that in the NFL, sometimes the biggest plays happen off the field, in the rehab rooms and training facilities. All right. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more updates on the Packers and the entire NFL, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any big news. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. How soon do you think Christian Watson will be back? Can the Packers handle the early season without him? Let's get the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more NFL action coming your way.